The acrid smoke from my grandfather's hand-built paddleboat choked my lungs as $45,000 of restored mahogany burned to ash. Evelyn Hargrove, the HOA president in her pristine tennis outfit, stood grinning as 3 generations of memories went up in flames. "Maybe next time you'll pay the registration fee," she sneered, dialing 911 to report a hostile individual at Silverwood Lake. She didn't know I'd spent 3 years quietly buying 66% of the lakefront properties. She'd just declared war on someone who owned the battlefield. 3 weeks earlier, I was at Benny's Cafe when Evelyn stormed in with her clipboard. "Mr. Reed, you haven't paid the watercraft registration fee," she chirped, voice like nails on a chalkboard. I sipped my coffee, bitter as my mood. "I'm not paying, Evelyn. I'd moved to Silverwood Lake 18 months ago after Dad died, inheriting our family cottage and his prized 1962 paddleboat, handcrafted by Grandpa. I'm Marcus Reed, 52, former Marine, sold my logistics software company to care for Dad. Those sunset rides on that mahogany boat, smelling of pipe tobacco and WD-40, were worth every second." Evelyn's face reddened. The fee passed fair and square, $500 per vessel, plus HOA decals. Rules are rules. She spoke like I was a child, but I'd been watching her for months. She'd slithered into Silverwood 3 years ago from some California suburb, her husband running predatory payday loan shops. Elected HOA president by 2 votes, she promised to modernize our lake. Of the 47 properties, half were owned by old families like mine, half by new money-chasing Instagram vibes. Evelyn saw dollar signs where we saw home. "You know what's interesting?" I set my mug down. "The Thompsons and Wilsons sold last month after thousands in HOA fines. Your brother-in-law's company bought both." Her clipboard twitched. "That's public record." I leaned in. "So is the law. HOAs can't retroactively charge fees without unanimous consent." The cafe went quiet. Hank Novak pretended to read his paper, ears perked. Sarah Jenkins froze mid-bite of eggs. Old-timers grumbled about Evelyn's rules, grass height, mailbox colors, unapproved bird feeders, but paid to avoid trouble. I was done avoiding. "This isn't the military, Mr. Reed." Evelyn spat. "You can't pick your orders." She'd made it personal, disrespecting my service. "Actually, Evelyn, the military taught me to spot enemy tactics. Like your nephew's jet ski." Business eyeing the marina. Her face paled. Hank saw surveyor stakes on properties before foreclosures. She stormed out, perfume lingering like a threat. Hank shuffled over. "She's got connections, yoga friends on the board, her husband's money. You sure about this fight?" I smiled. Hank I've been preparing since I moved back. Made some real estate investments." He looked puzzled. "Promise you'll be at the memorial service." "Who died?" "Nobody yet. But something's about to." Dawn brought 17 HOA violations taped to my door, $3 for 100 in fines. Grass 0. 5 inches too long. Wrong shade of mailbox black. Unauthorized American flag. My favorite. Dock planks exhibit excessive weathering. Vintage was now a crime. Evelyn rolled up in her Escalade. With her squad, Linda Prescott and Ted Mallory, filming like a reality show. "Such a shame," she narrated. "Some properties need new owners who respect standards." My Afghanistan honed. Paranoia paid off. My cameras, with crystal clear audio, caught everything. The jackpot. Evelyn whispering to Ted. "Once we force out these holdouts, property values triple." My nephew's got investors for the marina. "Ted, how many more properties?" 4. "The Jenkinses are breaking." My response was surgical, certified letters to every board member. "You're breaking the law." Time-stamped photos showed my grass at 2.0 inches. My mailbox receipt proved tricorn black, per their bylaws. The flag? Protected by the 2005 freedom to display the American Flag Act. I CC'd all 47 owners with audio of Evelyn's for sale plot. Paperwork is deadly ammo. Next morning, Benny's Cafe buzzed. Hank waved my email. She fined my gnome for being aggressive. It's holding a fishing rod. Sarah fumed over her $150 bird feeder fine. Cardinals were non-compliant. Alex Lee got hit for cooking smells. Rebellion brewed. At the emergency HOA meeting, Evelyn strutted in, power suit screaming pyramid scheme. Security concerns demand a $2,000 lake access fee, she declared, flashing marina renderings with **Hargrove **jet ski. Paradise in the corner. Her nephew Kyle wore the company polo. The vote, 24 to 23, 3 board members conveniently unnotified. I dug into public records. 5 foreclosures in 18 months. All bought by Lakeview Holdings LLC. Linked to Evelyn's brother-in-law. 30% under market. Harassment, fines, foreclosure, family purchase. They were stealing our lake. I called my property manager. 3 years ago, I'd started buying lakefront properties through LLCs, respectfully, letting residents stay. Now it was go time. Make offers on all available properties. Now, Monday, a fortress gate blocked the marina. HOA access cards required. The sign read. My boat was a prisoner. The gas station guy shook his head. Evelyn installed it at 5 a.m. Her husband's cousin owns the security company. My key card? Denied. HOA office. Processing takes 6 to 8 weeks. Fury hit, cold like Afghanistan. At the courthouse, I found a 1947 easement guaranteeing perpetual lake access for original owner's successors. Bulletproof. My lawyer, Rachel Goldstein, whistled. They're liable for violating this. We stapled copies everywhere. Thunk, thunk, thunk. The board meeting was chaos. Linda, you said the easements were fake. Ted, I'm not losing my house for your marina. Both resigned. The gate fell by sunrise. Thursday, I smelled sugar in my boat's gas tank, an amateur sabotage. I fixed it marine style. Hank saw Kyle with a gas can at 3 a.m. Then, they burned my boat. I woke to screams, flames devouring 60 years of mahogany. Evelyn appeared, waving fake inspection forms. This is why we have safety rules. You burned my boat, I growled. She dialed 911, playing victim. He's threatening me. Sergeant Davis arrived, tired. I stayed calm, hands visible. That was a $45,000 vessel, burned after her fake inspection. Neighbors rallied. Sarah's footage showed 2 figures at 4 a.m., one in an HOA. Windbreaker. Hank had the truck's plate. Alex's video nailed Kyle siphoning gas, face clear. Davis, ma'am, you're coming with us. Evelyn, I have HOA immunity. Davis, not for arson or fraud. The insurance investigator, a Detroit arson vet, called it amateur hour, gasoline trails, TV learned patterns. Evelyn tried a board meeting to retroactively approve the fire. The remaining members refused. You committed arson, Linda said. Evelyn fled at Rico. That night, I sat by the empty slip, smoke lingering. But endings spark beginnings. My 31 properties, 66% of the lake, were ready. Rachel texted, arson, conspiracy, fraud charges filed. Kyle flipped. Karma needed a nudge. At Rachel's office, she slid over the HOA. Charter. Section 15.4. Majority owner can dissolve the HOA. You own 66%, she grinned. You've got the nuclear button. Her accountant found $200,000 in Evelyn's family payouts, embezzlement, money laundering. They'll lose everything, Rachel said. Evelyn's records would bury her. My war room hummed. Maps, deeds, laptops. Evidence backed up thrice. Buyout offers for the remaining 16 properties sat ready. Conservation easements would block future tyrants. Alex planned the media drop. 3 news stations, 2 papers, a podcaster. This goes national. In Hank's barn, 40 neighbors shared horror stories, fines, harassment. Sarah had 17 violations. The Thompsons, foreclosed, wanted payback. I played normal, waving to Evelyn, attending meetings silently. She grew cocky, posting about marina upgrades. At 3 a.m., I checked generators, cameras, documents. Marines would secure the memorial. FBI and sheriffs were briefed. Rachel, FBI's in. Plainclothes. They'll move on money laundering when you reveal the finances. Sunrise, I stood by the empty slip. Memorial programs hid the dissolution filing. Evelyn tried a fake injunction. Her cousin Ron bungling cease and desist. A real process server hit her with arson charges. Her board meeting flopped. Linda and Ted resigned on her lawn. She called records offices. Frantic. Too late. FBI vans watched her house. My Marines arrived at noon, setting perimeters. News trucks rolled in. Evelyn S. hired security? Booked. Her Facebook page became a mob demanding answers. By 5 p.m., 200 gathered. Envelopes detailed the new trust, protected lake rights, recovered funds. At 5:30, Evelyn marched up, filming. I'll expose this fraud. We cut her mic. It's not your community, I said, holding deeds. Want to know who owns this lake? Silence fell. Deputies closed in. She lunged. Marines stepped forward. You can't, she whispered, mic catching. It. Watch me. At the podium, I showed Grandpa's boat photos. We're here to reclaim our community. I revealed 66% ownership, displaying deeds. I call for HOA dissolution, per section 15.4. Evelyn shrieked. I built this place. Slides showed her $200,000 theft, family payouts, fake contracts. That's embezzlement. And money laundering. FBI's Harrison stepped up. Mrs. Hargrove, you're coming with us. Sheriff Thompson cuffed her for arson. Her husband got RICO charges on his lawn. You tried to steal our home, I said. But you burned the wrong boat. The crowd roared, cameras rolling. Hashtag Justice for Grandpa's Boat trended. I announced conservation easements, a resident-run trust. The vote was unanimous. We signed that night, notarized. Protected forever. Champagne raised to Grandpa, the lake, and freedom. The barbecue lasted till 2 a.m. Grills, guitars, laughter. The lake was ours. Evelyn got 5 years, her husband 15. Kyle flipped, got probation, works at a car wash. Recovered $200,000, funded a youth boat building program. Second Chance, launched July 4th, mahogany gleaming. Cottages bloomed, gnomes returned. Eagles nested. Property values rose 30%, but none sold. Why leave paradise? Our handbook, Save Your Lake, hit 50,000 downloads. I sipped coffee on my dock, Dad's dream alive. But was my secret buyout? Justice or a power grab? Did I save the lake or just outplay a tyrant? Share your HOA stories below. When does fighting back go too far? Drop your take on justice versus control, and let's build a movement against petty tyrants. Xi artifact ID equals 4D at 178 F. Artifact _ version 30 equals 545CA37086694704A570573468 Title equals Silverwood _ takedown. MD content type equals text / markdown. Hashtag Silverwood Lake HOA takedown. The acrid smoke from my grandfather's hand-built paddleboat choked my lungs as $45,000 of restored mahogany burned to ash. Evelyn Hargrove, the HOA president in her pristine tennis outfit, stood grinning as 3 generations of memories went up in flames. Maybe next time you'll pay the registration fee, she sneered, dialing 911 to report a hostile individual at Silverwood Lake. She didn't know I'd spent 3 years quietly buying 66% of the lakefront properties. She'd just declared war on someone. Who owned the battlefield? Hashtag Act 1, the conflict ignites. 3 weeks earlier, at Benny's Cafe, Evelyn waved her clipboard. Mr. Reed, you haven't paid the $500 watercraft fee. She chirped. I'm Marcus Reed, 52, former Marine, back at Silverwood Lake after Dad's death, inheriting his 1962 paddleboat. I'm not paying, I said. She'd slithered in 3 years ago. Her husband running predatory loan shops, winning HOA president by 2 votes to modernize our lake. 47 properties, half old families, half new money. I exposed her game, finding families like the Thompsons into foreclosures her brother-in-law bought. HOAs can't retroactively charge fees, I said, citing law. She spat. This isn't the military, making it personal. Dawn brought 17 violations, $3, 400 in fines for grass, mailbox, my flag. Evelyn S. squad filmed like a reality show, plotting forced sales on my cameras. I sent letters proving compliance, CCing all owners with her audio plotting takeovers. Benny's buzzed, Hank Novak S. aggressive gnome, Sarah Jenkins S. cardinal fine, Alex Lee S. cooking penalty. Rebellion brewed. Hashtag Act 2. The counterattack. At the HOA meeting, Evelyn pushed a $2,000 marina fee, her nephew Kyle's jet ski logo on slides. I dug up records. Her family's LLC bought foreclosures cheap. I'd been buying properties respectfully, 66% of the lake. A 1947 easement crushed her new marina gate. She sugared my boat's gas. I fixed it. Then she burned the boat, faking inspections. Neighbors' footage nailed Kyle. "You're under arrest," Sergeant Davis told Evelyn. She claimed immunity. Davis wasn't buying it. Hashtag Act 3, Justice in Golden Light. At the memorial, 300 gathered, cameras rolling. I revealed my 66% ownership, dissolving the HOA per their bylaws. Slides showed Evelyn's $200,000 theft, family payouts, fraud. FBI cuffed her for money laundering. Sheriffs for arson, her husband for RICO. "You burned the wrong boat," I said as the crowd roared, sun setting gold. We signed a resident-run trust, protecting the lake forever. Barbecues lit up. Laughter echoed. Evelyn got 5 years. Funds rebuilt, second chance. The lake thrived. Eagles nested. Values soared. Was my buyout justice or vigilantism? Share your HOA story. When is fighting back too far? Debate justice versus power below.